guys! So today I'm just going to be kind of having a conversation with you guys. I didn't really have anything planned for this weekend, and I almost was like, I'm just not going to do a video, but then I might not be doing a video next weekend, so I'm like, just film something and put it up and just talk about whatever. But I feel like I'm just in this sort of like video and reading slump. For some reason, I just sat down and I tried to think of what to film and nothing popped into my head, and I think it's because I'm in a reading slump, and that is honestly the worst thing in the world. And sorry if I sound really weird, I kind of lost my voice yesterday, and so it's kind of coming back. It's like a little bit better, but here we are. And anyway, I am like 100% in a reading slump, and it is so annoying. I have tried to read like 3 different books, I think, and they just like have not been clicking with me for some reason. Like, they're all really good books and I really enjoy them, but I just like have no idea how to actually like get myself to read a book. I'm just like, I'm trying everything. I'm trying different genres. I'm like giving myself a break. I'm like reading, books that I've really wanted to read, and it's just like I just can't read anything for some reason. I don't know why. I've only read 2 books this month, and I'm like, my wrap up is going to be like just the worst. Like, because last month I think I read about 7 or 8 books, and that was like amazing. But then this month I've only read 2 books, and that just feels like such a reading slump for me. Even though like last year, I think I only read maybe 5 books last year, maybe. So it's just like, I should give myself some slack, and I'm already like ahead on my reading challenge on Goodreads. I have a reading challenge of 50, and I think I'm at 35 right now, I think. So I think I'm a few books ahead, which is great, but I know that that's going to run out soon, and then I'm gonna have to be reading again. But I think it's because like with school starting, it's just like getting like so hard to read, and that's just super annoying to me. I just don't like going back to school, and it always throws me off, and I just need to get back into the rhythm of like actually reading. I did just try and read this one book, and it was contemporary, and I did not like it at all. Like, I read the first 30 pages and I wanted to throw it out the window, and it was just horrible and just cliche, and I just hated everything about it. And now I'm feeling like really discouraged from reading for some reason. Like, it's just like that book like was so bad that now I'm just like, why should I even read any other books? I'm just like so annoyed. And I think it's just so frustrating for me, like just trying to figure out what to read. I hate trying to figure that out. That's why I usually do TBRs, because I like to have, books that I'm like, okay, I'm going to definitely 100% read this. But just like, and then when I get off of my TBR schedule, I just like, everything falls apart. Like, everything for me falls apart after that. Like, I need like strict guidelines for how to do things, and then when they don't happen and they don't work out, then it's just like everything goes, shit to the fan, and it's just horrible. So I'm going to try and have you guys help me out by picking my next book to read. I'm hoping that that will help me out a little bit, get me really excited. I look at my shelves and I'm like, I'm really excited to read all of these books, but I don't know which one I want to read first. So I picked about 5 books, and then maybe you guys could help me out. If you've read these books before, or if they sound interesting to you, then let me know, and maybe I will read them. Okay, so the first book was actually on my TBR for this month, and that is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. And I don't know too much about this one. I got this in my owl crate, and it looks like a really cool book. It's fairly big, which is fine to me, but it sounds super interesting. I think it's kind of like a road trip book. It's also LGBTQ+, because I think there is a gay ship or a men loving men ship somewhere in this book. I think it's the 2 main characters. And yeah, it seems really interesting, and this is definitely one of the contenders for my next read. The next book is one that I've had for a super long time, that I just have never gotten around to reading it, and that is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. And I've heard a bunch of really good stuff about this book in particular. I heard it's kind of like an X-Men-ish sort of thing. That's all I really know about it. I know it's dystopian, so that's kind of cool, and I just read a really great dystopian, which was New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson, and I absolutely love that. And so, I don't know, this seems like a really good dystopian, and I really want to get into it, but you know, help me out. You know, if you really liked this book, then let me know. The next book is one I've been really interested in, and this is Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Coulhurst, and I'm kind of actually like matching, you know, with the book. And I know this is a woman loving women book, and that's all I really know about it. I know it's fantasy, and it sounds really interesting. This is one I've been really anticipating reading, you know, just like with all of the books I'm talking about. But yeah, this one sounds really good. I've heard a lot of really great things about it, so if you've read it, then let me know, and maybe I'll choose this one. Or if you're like super like, just like you're in love with this book, like make me read it. So yeah, so this is one of the other books. Alright, so the next book on this list is The Iron Cast by Destiny Soraya, and I absolutely love this cover. This cover is so gorgeous. Like, I just love the colors and like the font, and just it's so beautiful. It's even more pretty like with the cover off. But this one I don't know too much about either. Like, I think that's a running theme, you know, I really don't like to know too much about the books that I read, so I just kind of go into them blind. But this one sounds really interesting. I think it's set in the early 1900s, and I think there's magic in it. And yeah, that's all I really know about this one. But if you've read it, then let me know. Let me know what you think about it, if it's good, if it's bad, just, you know, let me know. And the very last book that I have on this list is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. And this is the only contemporary book that I have on this list. I have been wanting to read this for quite a while. I don't have the first, you know, book, the first book in this sort of like kind of spin-off series-ish. I don't really know what to call it. But yeah, I don't have the first one, which is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Well, I got tongue-tied right there. But yeah, I've heard a lot of really great things about this book, and I've been really interested in reading it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of a contemporary mood I'm in. The last contemporary I read, I just did not like. I stopped reading it. It's actually going to a used bookstore. And yeah, so I mean, this one sounds a lot more interesting than the one I tried to read. This one is also really diverse. I like in the cast of characters that there is. I'm not sure how diverse it is in the main characters, but yeah, so this one sounds really interesting. If you've read it, let me know. This one sounds good. And you know, if you see any books on my shelves, you know, just from knowing my shelves, or anything that you think I should read, or if you have any other sort of recommendations to give me, then let me know. And if you have any tips and tricks to getting out of a reading slump, then just, you know, send them my way, because I definitely need them. And I'm really wanting to get out of this reading slump, because I don't want to end the year with not having met my goal for 50 books, because I really want to get to 50 books. And if you like this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. I don't know if that's going to be next weekend or the weekend after that, but I will see you guys, I promise, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!